What is up, everybody? Bobby here, the Geek Guru. Geek definitely guru, we'll see. But anyway, really busy week this week. We had a lot going on as far as news and stuff that'll get you all hyped up. Mario Kart 8. So we knew that there was going to be DLC packages coming out. We knew that pretty much Nintendo was going to put out 3 new karts, 4 new tracks, 3 new racers in November, and then the same exact thing back around in May, spring sometime in 2015. So this week, Nintendo showed a photo of Link on a motorcycle. It's called the Master Cycle, and this thing is sweet. Beautiful looking motorcycle for those that are fans of the cycles. Me, myself, I'm not really huge into them, but I'm willing to give it a shot to see what it's about. Some other things that were stated yesterday on Miiverse. Aonuma had announced that the motorcycle is a little bit bigger than the regular cycles. So it's going to basically be a little off in terms of you're going to feel the presence of this bike when it's there. Apparently it runs, with the other bikes. Might be a little bit more powerful, my understanding, but we'll see next month when it gets released. But it's a really cool looking bike. I mean, they did a heck of a job with it. Kudos to them. I mean, they just continue to knock it out of the park with Mario Kart and everything they're giving us with it. You can't complain, especially with the pricing and all that everything that they put it out with. So I know a lot of people have been upset about lack of information coming out of the Nintendo camp. Last week they announced the release date of SMASH for the Wii U. This week they came out with a little bit more. So they announced a couple characters that are coming on the Wii U edition of Smash Brothers. You're going to see Dr. Mario, Ganondorf, Rob the Robot, and Dark Pit. Again, they were all unlockables in the 3DS. So I'm not sure what exactly Nintendo's game plan is. There's been some rumors, and it would be nice if they were true. But my understanding is, and if the rumors are true, it's awesome. The rumors are basically this, that if Nintendo releases the Wii U version, you're going to get all of the characters that are in the 3DS that are more or less unlockables. Apparently, what people are hoping for, and again, the rumors, are that there are additional characters. There's unlockable characters that aren't in the 3DS version right now. What they're saying is that when you get the Wii U version, there's characters in there that are unlockable, and then they'll be added to the 3DS in terms of the DLC. It would be nice if that's true. I really don't believe that it's true, but it would be awesome if it was. Because then this way you don't feel like you're necessarily unlocking the same characters that you unlocked in the 3DS version, if you played the 3DS version. I think a lot of people would be upset if it was just the same characters. Then again, it's the internet, and you're going to be upset no matter what happens. So I think that they should do that. That would be cool if they would just, even if it was like 3 characters, 4 characters that were not playable in the 3DS version that are playable in the Wii U version. Another big announcement this week was DC announced movies. And not just movies, but 10 movies. We're talking Suicide Squad, The Flash. There could be a Green Lantern film, even though they haven't named the Green Lantern yet. I'm praying that they bring back Ryan Reynolds. I know a lot of people were down on the Green Lantern movie that he had shot, but I don't feel like it was. I felt like Ryan Reynolds played a very good Hal Jordan. You can't fault him for if the storyline didn't hold up to what you wanted. But as far as like the cockiness and the sense of humor of Hal Jordan, I really felt like he nailed that. So for me, I would like to see him come back. And not only that, it would kind of bring it all back together, because I would love for them to just not do another origin story. We saw that with the first Green Lantern, and I think that if you brought him back, let him try to redeem himself in a capacity of an ensemble cast. I think because then you would find that people would really like him a lot. Almost like what they did with the Hulk. Now, don't get me wrong. The Hulk in Avengers, they had 3 movies that were subpar. I don't want to say they were all garbage, but I thought the final one with Edward Norton was probably the best of the 3 that they had done previously. But it still didn't make a lot of money. It didn't do a lot of crazy stuff in terms of box office. But when you put the Hulk in the capacity of an ensemble, he exploded, and he really came out of his shell. And I feel like if they give Ryan Reynolds that opportunity to play Hal Jordan again, this time in a bigger ensemble, and then in 2020, I believe is what year they were talking. I believe they were talking about 2020 moving to a Green Lantern movie. That would be perfect at that point. Like, take him off to do a scene. And you're talking also after 2 Justice League movies and all that stuff. Like, I think it would be the way to go. I like that they're going to do an Aquaman. I think that's awesome. Jason Momoa as Aquaman, I think he's going to nail it. I think he's the perfect person to be cast in this role. I think that he looks badass. Like, if you looked at him at Game of Thrones and such, obviously he's not going to look the same, but the build, the size of him, I think he's going to bring some credibility to Aquaman and make Aquaman like a badass, pretty much. They're going to do a Wonder Woman movie. That was obvious. Gal Gadot is going to continue on with that. I like her as Wonder Woman. A lot of people were complaining, and I think a lot of the complaints were related to the size of her build, so to speak, and and that's just BS. Like, if you look at her compared to Linda Carter, it's similar builds per se. I think she's just a bit thinner. But if you look at Wonder Woman in comics, she's not this massive Amazon. And I think that's the problem. People are trying to go, oh, she's an Amazon. Yeah, but she's not like Hercules. She's got muscles and tone, but so does Gal Gadot. And I think she's going to pull it off perfectly. But, they got the Cyborg movie, they got the Flash movie, they got it lined up, they're ready to go. Suicide Squad does interest me, because I think what that does is it can kind of pull a lot of the other movies together. Same thing with Shazam. I think that Shazam gives the ability to kind of pull them all together, because you can have, I think, people from the different movies dive into Shazam and play, bit parts or cameos. I like the fact that The Rock is in it. I like the fact that The Rock is apparently leaning, and they're heading him towards Black Adam, who's an anti-hero, who basically thinks he's doing good but is doing harm, because that's almost kind of, I don't want to say like Loki, but you could almost utilize him as a Loki role. Like Marvel does, and pop him into a Justice League film or a Superman film or one of the others, that can just come in and cause a little chaos and then get out of there, and I like The Rock a lot. I think he's a good actor. He's shown that he can lead movies, and especially as an action star, so I'm all about it. So also this week, Apple had their big press conference today in terms of the iPad and rolling out some new products and such. They announced a new iPad Air 2 as well as an iPad Mini 3. I don't believe that they're going to roll with them names. I think in Apple's world, it's just iPad Air, iPad Mini, that's it. But what intrigued me the most was the new desktop computer with the 5K monitor. I mean, that thing, it's awesome. And the price really isn't what I thought it was going to be. It's a 27-inch screen, it's a big screen. It's not a little screen. But they're talking $2,500 for the computer. Now, I'm not 100% like if that's just the bare minimum, which I'm assuming it is. I'm assuming that's a jumping in point. And I'm assuming that like the more you add to it in terms of RAM and memory and all hard drive and all that, it's going to relatively go up and escalate. But I mean, I don't really see it being more than $4,000 at max. And if you're talking about a 5K monitor and a really good computer on top of it for $4,000, that's like a really good gaming computer. I know that people aren't really going to use it for gaming per se, They usually use PC for all their gaming needs. But in terms of like, I'm in the market for a desktop computer. I know a lot of people go laptops, and I have 3 laptops in the house, actually 4, and 1 Mac, and then a couple of Dells, and you know, a couple of HPs, or whatever, do the math. 2 HPs, a Dell, and a Mac. I can't really add. But the point is that like, I think that I'm in the, you know, I know that I'm in the market for a desktop, and this intrigues me that it's coming out right at the time that I can pick it up. In the world of me, I basically just picked up a iPhone 6 Plus yesterday. I paid for it. I didn't get it yet. It's on back order until November, which kind of irks me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. The fact that I shell out quite a bit of money, you know, $400 for the 64 gig. But you walk away with nothing, and it kind of irritates me to spend that kind of money and not have anything in my hands. But I can wait, I can hold out. The only reason I did it now, rather than wait until November anyway and just go when I went, was the deal that they were offering. If you traded in I have a 5. If I traded in my 5, they gave me $200 towards the 6 Plus, but that's a rebate card, so it's not even a matter of I got the money now. So I had to pay the $400 up front. Once I get the phone, then I can send the other phone back, and we'll be good to go. But the thing is big. I'm not gonna lie. Like, and I know people are like, oh, the Galaxy and the Note and all them, they're big. And I've been an iPhone user for 4 years now, and my thing is that I liked them, yes, because they were smaller. Yes, because they were sleek. That type of person to be like, oh, well, they're small and they're just awesome. No. I got the iPhone more to be in the ecosystem. You know, with the MacBook, with the Apple TV, with the iPad, with the iPhone. It just, everything works, and it works smoothly and seamlessly for me. So that's why I got it, and that's why I continue on. But my idea is with the 6 Plus, it's so big that I'm actually going to get rid of my iPad 2, because I haven't upgraded in a while. I can now get rid of it, save up for a new iPad Air. I like the bigger screen. I like them. My main thing is I like them when I'm at night, when I'm in bed, and I can kind of like just surf the internet real quick, Facebook, any social media that I'm messing with at the time, and kind of just read before I go to sleep and get caught up on some things before I go to bed. So that's pretty much it. That is all for today. Thank you for watching. I appreciate all the continued support, all the continued follows, and on Twitter and Instagram, and you guys are awesome. I really appreciate it. Please hit that subscribe button before you leave. Like the video as well, please. If you want to leave a comment, what do you think about the iPad announcements? What do you think about the SMASH announcements? Do you think we're going to see more stuff in terms of more characters, or is this it? Is this all we're getting? We need a Nintendo Direct. I think one's coming very soon. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Follow me on Twitter at The Geek Gurus. Follow me on Instagram at The Geek Gurus. On Facebook, you can like our page. We're at facebook.com/The Geek Gurus. That's it, everybody. Thanks again. I'm out. Peace, mother.